Sri Lanka. Somehow I want to know what kind of station. Voice of Hantana. Paradenya. So today is a big day. Going to town. I've been cleaning because tomorrow it's Shabbat. I have to laugh because some weeks ago I I really messed out regarding the Shabbat. I went to town and I thought that it was Thursday. I had cleaned, yet it was Wednesday, and that was kind of awkward. Missing the day. It's sometimes not. I do organize here, but when it's so far off that I start cleaning the day before I shall clean and prepare. I thought it was a little bit short time since last, but it was just like that. So now I've been cleaning house. I've been doing all these kind of chores that I need to do in order to feel better. Cleaning up. It's snowing outside. It's -1 degree. It was announced that it should be above 0, but still it's beneath. I'm a little bit distracted because today I'm going for an interview regarding my time as a child growing up in Kenya. Maybe I will succeed with this interview. I'm a little bit tense, but anyhow, I hope that I can report later on that it was a success. I want to do my best, and sometimes you succeed, sometimes you don't. Should we talk more about succeeding? Let me take a Google look at succeed. Success. Success is a good topic to succeed. Yesterday I had this talk with a lady. Was talking about good or bad. And I think that sometimes we need to be aware. That's not always this pretty story. I was having a reminiscence of a past time that was hurting. That was the topic of mine, but I didn't continue because some people doesn't really resonate with that kind of a talk. You should forget it. And that is, for me, not right. You are not serving yourself in a good way to just try to forget things that was hurtful or tormenting or whatever it was. Sometimes we need to contemplate. Sometimes we need to see what it was. And as I was preparing for this interview, over time, I have been looking into something that reminded me of the past times that I have undergone. That was a little bit, what can we say? It was a little bit depressing. How I was, by those that even claimed to be on my side, or not on my side per se, but in a more profound way, should just if they don't agree, just keep to themselves, because when family are backstabbing you and siding with those that you try to convey something that you feel important, when family is kind of a backstabber in every corner, that is quite hurtful. Not all the family, of course. Some said that it's good, Ole, this is good, in a good supporting way. If you in that period I didn't feel heard. I was not heard. I was crying, shouting like a baby. No, I was crying out for justice, and not for myself. No, it was not me in that conjunction. It was about what I believed, ideologic, what I can say it was. But I think you understand. All these twisted words. I'm not for the twisted words. I'm from the straight ahead. What is it about straight ahead you don't understand? So I was digging into this past relationships, that when I didn't get any message through, and they knew, they don't listen to Ole, they knew it, yet they backstabbed me. That's, you see, family is the worst. They torpedoed. They at least tried, but I was not giving up. I didn't have the reason to give up. It was not a fight to win something for myself. I knew, even before I started this journey, that it was not all about me. It was not about me at all, but someone have to do something in order to make a change. And you see, when people, even family, are going against you, but they can't dispute you. That was the thing. They couldn't dispute me. But they belittled, they bagatelized the importance of those issues. I wrote those letters again. How they wrote, how they were angling their sabotage against what I did. So, even from them, so I was more or less standing alone. So I knew, even from before the start, this will not be a success. This is deemed to go wrong. When you are fighting for something that you believe in, I regret one thing. That I claimed it was the word of God or the truth or something. But I was in my youth, I was eager. And I did that I regret. But not what I did. Not what I did. I knew it will never succeed. It will be a failure. And it is like that when you are fighting for something, justice, and people around you have never been willing to do anything about what is wrong, what is not right, because they bagatelize it. It's not regarding them. They are free, they are oblivious to whatever happening to others. They don't care. They don't really care. And seems that I was just in the way. And when people around haven't cared enough, they will backstab you anyway. Either they are family or not, they will backstab you. Family are the worst because you don't see that coming. You don't see the sabotaging, that kind of agenda, that they, instead of supporting or giving you, we are family, we stick together. We don't agree with your way of doing it, but we will support. If you believe it yourself, we will support you. Never that. They even I wrote letters. I stepped up on the meetings we had. The way of we had talks, me and the elders, but they said the way you are doing it is wrong. I wrote letters. I didn't, as my dad did. I have to say, he wrote a signed letter by many people. I didn't do that. I didn't. Let me Google if that is the right petition. No, it is not that, but it was kind of a petition that he did. He let. I'm not that kind of a. I don't see that is a right way to do it, to let people sign a letter that I write. And maybe they don't even know what the context is. So, it's, well, that is an agreement, it is a way, it's not wrong per se, but I didn't do it, I signed it by my own name. This is me, this is the honest me that is talking here. I don't gather people in order to get a force. I go single-handedly. So I was sabotaged. And one of my father's statement was, why don't you have people with you? Well, if they have the stamina to do what I do, it's okay. But if not, I will leave people be. I don't condemn. I have been a little bit bitter over that, but well, If people don't, they don't. They in any way have to take responsibility for what they do or they did or what they did not. So you see, a fight for something you feel is right. You see that this is right. Many fights can be wrong. I can see that. Many fights can be against people that you are really revenging yourself. I think that is wrong. Purely and honestly wrong. It's not the way to do it. It's not how you will be blessed. Go against people. They can sit and be wherever they are for me. I'm not going against them. So when I see that the fight is very personal for people, I leave it. This is not my fight. And you see, you have the other way. My mother did some statements that was about don't defend the flesh. Don't defend the flesh. Don't go into that kind of a defense. So all these letters that was signed by many people, I didn't go for that. Something very screwed up, like this petition or agenda. That is an agenda. I thought that those that were sitting in the leadership could change by just me informing them. Of my views on the church, how to keep it in a clean way, how to educate people. Those things were not going well. I obviously was judgmental, but I'm not really here to talk about what I did or didn't do. I would say that this kind of a fight, activist fight that I had, it's not all about success. Success is the American way, I don't know. If you succeed by earning a lot of money, that is success. I don't really believe them. This is not my way. It is if that is the criteria for doing what you are doing to earn a lot of money, well, you can say, Ole, do something useful. I'm not earning money by what I'm doing. I'm earning money for what I'm not doing. You see, to say your opinion or how you view it, it's not. You have to feel it's important. You have to know it's important. Inside yourself. So, at least, that is a success. If you manage to express your values, that is a success. If people deemed it bad, regard it as nothing. Anyway, from my heart, or believing what I'm saying, or from my heart, the values that I cherish, I have to bring it out so it can bloom. Maybe one or two, or not even half, can take it to their heart and believe so. Or not believe me, but believe the way that if you have a message, if you have something important that you value as important, that is when you can convey, even to an animal, but the thing that you can pronounce, you can express, is a success. To have millions of followers, it's not a really success. You don't know any of them. I don't have many, but those that follow me, I can't answer for them either. Even they are few. It was around 40. Now I don't know how many, because it's not important. People may unfollow me too. I know that. And it is irrelevant for my message, whether I do it or not. How many followers I have, how many likes I get. I even saw some dislikes. That is good. If you have some opinion, just express it. It's your value. So I was talking about these memories with this lady. And she didn't cope with the impact that this have. You see, if you have bad experience, like I just told you, my family didn't support me. They more or less sabotaged it. To have such memories, it's not easy to take. It's not it's not every day's meal. You feel a little bit alone when you are walking this earth. You feel left alone. Where am I? Am I alone? So I wrote this book, You, Me and God. I did that. It was a lonely ride. Never a success. Let me see that. I gave that book to a publisher, and they said that this is so dark that they didn't believe anyone would read it. Well, I got it. It's still here, and people may read it. I may even Google translate it to English or Japanese, I don't know. It can be conveyed, and you can buy my PDF file if you want. You can translate it to your own language by Google, by whatever Babylon you have. So you see, to contemplate with your own experience to other people, it doesn't really go well, because maybe they have their own bad experience. They try to forget. This is too much. It is nothing to preserve. It's nothing good for you. It's hurtful. It reminds you of all the turmoil and backlashes you had. Yeah. But Job, I reminded her of Job. Job said, should I only receive the good from the God? he had, in fact, success. But first and foremost, he was God-fearing man. It was even conveyed by Satan in the contemplation of God. Look to Job. He is a God-fearing man. He will leave you the minute you look the other way. And I can do whatever I want with him. Yes, but don't take his life. That was the agreement. Don't take the life of Job. So Job experienced so much turmoil. And his friends came to him and said, there must be something you did in order to be punished like that. He had these pottery pieces that he scratched because he was so itchy. I had this scratch. You remember this? This is the scratch. I, for some years back, had this ill scratching, and he lost his wife. His wife left him. His wife, in fact, urged him to leave God. Just leave him. You will get it all back. And he also lost his children and all the animals that he had. So he was left there scratching himself in the ashes. Ash can be good. Maybe it was good. Maybe it was protecting him for something. His life was not a success. And people around those wise men came, his friends, showed the lack of friendship, the lack of support, because they started immediately to judge Mr. Job for his failure of success. Job had it all before this started. For something had to have happened. And I too go into people and ask them what happened before you got this illness, this mental situation. So I believe, as a rabbi said, people with Down syndrome have better connection with God. People with sickness have maybe a better connection with God. So why do we get sick? Why do we get hurt? Why do we undergo so much turmoil? And in fact, have a obsession of healing. Why can't you receive the grace of God when He is so near when you are ill? So this is my statement today. When you are in the worst case, non-success, God wants you to be near Him, near the blessing, near the education of life, near that you can turn the bad into good. He is not far from you. And I have to say, stay blessed, be in peace.